guys, it's Madison, and today I'm going to be talking about my tattoo that I got, which is kind of shadowed. I'm just going to be telling you all about my tattoo and the meaning behind it, and, you know, kind of what it was like and how I got the idea for it. So if you want to hear about my tattoo, then just keep on watching. So to start off, my tattoo, kind of hard to see it, but I'll do some close-ups of it. It's just a fence with some flowers by it. I designed the tattoo myself. I was a little skeptical about it because I'm not very good at drawing, so I was a little nervous that it wasn't going to turn out right, but I'm really happy with it. So I had been wanting a tattoo for a while, and I just couldn't think of what I wanted. I wanted my tattoo to be something that meant something to me and was going to mean something to me later on too, not something that I get now and it means something, but then later on I'd regret it because like it didn't mean anything. So I don't want to say that my tattoo idea is based off of this, but it kind of stemmed from the song Miss Missing You by Fall Out Boy. We got I think it's on the Save Rock and Roll album, and my sister and I were just driving one day and listening to that album, and I heard that song and I love that song. So in the song it says, "Baby, you were my picket fence, I'll miss missing you now and then." And like this tattoo isn't based off of any certain person. I just kind of was thinking about it and I was like, you know, everybody has their ideal life, and you know, like you can call that like their picket fence, that they think this is how things are gonna go, and you know, it doesn't always wind up being that way. Usually it doesn't. And I just kind of was thinking about it and thinking about how when I was younger, like I really thought like my life would be different from how it is now. And not that I'm like regretting how my life turned out or anything like that. It's just different. And you know, you always feel a little nostalgic about that. Like, you know, what if things had been different? And what if they had been how I wanted them to be? And so that's what the fence portion of the tattoo means. The flowers are supposed to represent how life can be better than you thought it would be. Like my life, I cannot even imagine if my life had turned out the way I thought it was going to. I don't think I would be the person I am today, and I probably wouldn't be, I don't know, I probably would still be happy because, I don't know, you just can't like predict or like tell if that would be how it is. I don't know, I'm kind of rambling right now, but I just don't think I would be the same person that I am, and I really like the person that I am. So that's kind of what the flowers mean. Fence is supposed to be, you know, how life was supposed to be or how you thought it was going to be, and the flowers are supposed to be how it's different and it's better. So thanks to Fall Out Boy for those lovely lyrics. They really inspired my tattoo. And you know, it's really ironic, the meaning of this tattoo, because when I was going to get the tattoo, I'd spent like weeks drawing out the tattoo and trying to get it right because I have a really hard time drawing flowers and I couldn't get them how I wanted them. So the night before I was going to get the tattoo, I drew it out and it was perfect. I loved it. I was like, this is what I want on my body for the rest of my life. And I worked the next day and I worked with my mom. So I was like, well, I'm not gonna see her until I am going to get the tattoo, so I will just take it to work with me and show her there and just see kind of like what she thinks of it, and you know, make sure everything looks good. So I took it with me to work. I never lose things, like rarely ever. I took it with me to work, and somewhere during the day I lost it, and I hadn't taken a picture of it. I didn't have another copy. I was like, oh my gosh. And then I was so upset. I was freaking out, thinking I'm not gonna have this tattoo the way I want it to be. I had other copies, and this is another copy that I had, but I just really wanted that one. And then as I was driving to go get my tattoo, I was like, this is exactly the meaning of your tattoo being played out. I mean, it's kind of a small way of being played out, but it's essentially the same meaning as your tattoo. And I was just thinking that was really ironic. So now I'm just gonna kind of like talk a little bit about, you know, pain and how everything went with like the actual getting the tattoo. So I was a little nervous about it hurting, but I knew from my mom that, you know, it didn't really hurt that bad. And I know she said it was just kind of like a pinching sensation almost. So I was just like, well, whatever, you want it really bad, just don't jump. That was what I was really afraid of, was I was gonna jump and make him like move his arm, and then, you know, that was gonna be bad. So for the first like 30 seconds, it really kind of hurt a lot. Like it almost felt like, you know, when you have a splinter and you're using like a little sewing needle to like get it out of your skin, and it just gets really irritated and it just doesn't feel good. It's like that, but like a little bit worse. And so it hurt for probably about 30 seconds, and then it didn't hurt at all. So it hurt for about 30 seconds, and then I didn't even feel it. Like, it just didn't even feel like anything was going on. And I thought it was gonna take, I knew it was gonna be a quick tattoo, but I didn't think it was gonna be as quick as it was. I mean, it probably took him like 5 minutes to do my tattoo. I really thought it was gonna hurt more on this part of my skin. I looked down and he was doing that already, and I was like, oh, okay, well, I guess there's no pain because he's pretty much already done with it. So the tattoo really didn't hurt. I don't know, if you have like a low pain tolerance, maybe it might hurt more, probably, but I don't know. I think I'm kind of a weak person when it comes to pain, so it didn't really hurt that bad. And I will say that after I got done having the tattoo, like immediately after I left the building, it hurt really bad. I did not want to move my arm. It was like not feeling good at all. But that only lasted probably 10 minutes. And then it almost felt like I pulled a muscle in my arm like later on that night, but that went away like, you know, that like after that night it didn't hurt anymore. Sorry if you hear a dog barking occasionally. It's our neighbor's dog. So for the first 48 hours, you're supposed to put on some Vaxitracin, just a very thin layer. I did that for 2 days and that was not fun. I didn't like it because especially over here on this side, it was really swollen, and I don't like touching like swollen skin, especially like it kind of hurt. It felt like a bruise. It was just kind of tender. I didn't want to be touching that, so I really didn't enjoy that. And then I just washed it every few hours and, you know, made sure I didn't, you know, get anything on it. And then after that first 48 hours, you're supposed to lotion it just every few hours for a few days, maybe a week. Depends on the size of your tattoo. Just, you know, especially if like your skin starts flaking, you want to make sure that you put lotion on it. Mine really didn't ever flake very much, just because I think it was because it was an outline tattoo, so it didn't ever really get flaky or itchy or dry or anything, but I also lotioned it every few hours, so that probably helped a lot. For lotion, I used the Curel fragrance free, because you don't want it to have fragrance in it, so I used this just kind of based off of recommendation from my mom getting tattoos. And lotioning was a lot better than putting on the Vaxitracin. I did not enjoy that. But the lotioning wasn't too bad. It was just kind of a pain to have to do it all the time. But other than that, like the tattoo, taking care of it was pretty easy. Pain wasn't bad. It was just a really like easy process. I got my tattoo at the end of June, I believe. Yeah, it was the end of June. The only thing, it was kind of a pain in the butt to have to like work with it, like go to work with it, because like I work with flowers, so it's kind of like you gotta keep your arms away from that, which, you know, oh well. So yeah, that is it for my tattoo video. I'm explained everything that I think I can about it. If you have any questions about it though, leave them in the comments below and I will be sure to answer them. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up if you liked it, and don't forget to subscribe as well so you can see more videos from me. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day, and I love you guys. Bye!